Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is June Collier, Vice President of Marketing with this awesome company called MyEcon. I want to thank you for coming here tonight to hear the MyEcon business presentation. Now, if you're here for the very first time, let me break down this training that you're going to receive tonight. You're going to learn about a concept called income shifting and how you can shift and increase your cash flow in your household. Now, the company MyEcon is short for My Economy. When the founders created this company, they wanted to create a company that focused on the individual's personal financial success. And that's why we call ourselves the Personal Financial Success Company. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the company itself. MyEcon is a 13-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. But what's most important that you should know is that MyEcon has helped its associates generate over $400 million in cash flow. That's right, $400 million in cash flow is what MyEcon has helped its associates generate. Now, this phrase, personal financial success, if I ask each one of you on this call what personal financial success meant to you, I'm going to get totally different answers. So that we're all on the same page tonight, I want to give you the definition that MyEcon defines personal financial success as. We define personal financial success as having enough cash flow to support our lifestyles during our working years, as well as having enough cash flow to support our lifestyle during our retirement years. You see, you and I go to work each and every day to take care of our day-to-day needs, but we should also be going to work, putting something to the side for that day when we no longer want to work or unfortunately are unable to work, so that our money will begin to work for us. This is what MyEcon defines personal financial success as. Now, to attain financial success, you're going to need two things to attain financial success. The first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need more cash flow. The second thing you're going to need is better financial strategies. See, we know a lot of sports and entertainers, athletes and entertainers that have a lot of cash flow. They've made a lot of money, but a lot of them have gone broke. Because of that, we know that cash flow alone is not the answer. You've got to have the combination of more cash flow and better financial strategies. Let's talk about those better financial strategies. You see, MyEcon has a strategy. It's called income shifting. And we teach our associates how to generate cash flow in 5 unique ways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the 5 new cash flow streams. The first cash flow stream is correcting tax withholding. The second cash flow stream is minimizing taxes. The third cash flow stream is generating business income. The fourth cash flow stream is debt elimination. And the fifth, and my favorite, is investing to build passive income. Now, over the next several minutes, I'm going to go into detail about what each one of these cash flow streams actually mean, starting off with correcting tax withholding. You see, we know that 80% of employees have too much money withheld from their paychecks for income taxes. Now, how do we know this? Well, we did a search, and the IRS reported that in 2016, of all the tax returns that came in, 83% resulted in a tax refund. And they also indicated that the average tax refund was $3,100. Actually, $3,120 was the average refund. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why does that matter? It matters because your money has value, and employees lose the return on investment, or they lose the value because they allow the government to hold their money for an entire year interest-free. So what MyEcon does is we teach individuals how to correct their tax withholding to maximize the take-home pay. Get that money back into your pockets on a month-to-month basis, and then you're able to either eliminate debt or begin to invest. You see, you would rather have that money in your pocket instead of having it in Uncle Sam's pocket. And that usually is attuned to $200 to $500 a month that's coming back into your household. This is our first cash flow stream, correcting tax withholding. Let's talk about the second cash flow stream, minimizing taxes. You see, I'm a big proponent and a big believer that every American, every taxpayer should have a home-based business. The tax reform bill was just passed. I am a big believer that every person in America should have and operate a home-based business. You see, there are two tax codes in America. There's a tax code for the haves, and there's a tax code for the have-nots. Now, when most people hear me say that, they think I'm talking about the rich and the poor, but I'm not. I'm talking about a tax code for those that have a Schedule C and a tax code for those that have not a Schedule C. And if you don't know what a Schedule C is used for, then you are part of the have-nots. But you're in luck tonight, because tonight I'm going to teach you what the Schedule C is used for, and I'm going to give you a vehicle so that you can begin to be part of the haves. You see, the Schedule C allows you to take your expenses, turn those expenses into business deductions, write off those expenses, which lower your tax liability, and it puts more money back into your pockets. You see, you don't have to wait for the president to sign a reform bill in order for you to get more money back into your pocket. Now, let's talk about some of the expenses that you might be incurring right now today. How about car and truck expenses? You see, you've got mileage that you drive back and forth to work every day. You got gas that you put in your car. You got maintenance, oil changes. You even have tax and tags that you have to pay on your vehicle each and every year. And guess what? You're going to do that anyway, whether or not you have a business or not. And since you're going to do it anyway, what my econ teaches you is it teaches you how to shift your expenses through your business, which creates a business deduction. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called income shifting. And what that does is that puts more money back into your pockets. They tell me if you have a vehicle that you drive every day back and forth to work, if you don't have a business, it's like throwing $20 out the window each day. Well, that's car and truck expenses. How about communications? You see, everyone is on this call tonight. You're listening to me through some type of communication device. Many of you are listening to me from your cell phone. Maybe you have internet access and you've got your laptop or your computer up and you're listening to me through your internet. Whatever mode of communication that you're using, that mode of communication, you had that anyway, and you were going to use that anyway. But what my econ teaches is it teaches you to take your anyway expenses and turn them into business deductions, shifting it through your business and creating a business deduction which allows you to put more money back into your pockets. That's income shifting. How about travel? You know, we're getting ready to end one of the busiest seasons of the year where we have a lot of traveling going on. We had a lot of traveling going on in Thanksgiving during November. We had a lot of traveling going on here during the Christmas holidays. Many of you are going to be headed back to your respective places. You've had an opportunity to visit family and have enjoyed family during this holiday season. But many my econ associates, because they're in business and because my econ has taught them properly, they have been able to take that holiday travel and turn that into a business deduction. You see, we're going to be able to take your airline fare, you're going to be able to take your rental cars, your hotels, all of the things that you have done during this season for traveling. We show you how to turn that into a business deduction. You see, you were going to go see family anyway, but now because you have a business, you're going to be able to shift those expenses through your business, creating a business deduction, which puts more money back into your pockets. How about meals and entertainment? You're going to eat while you're traveling? Heck, you don't even have to travel to eat. You know, if you're like me, I eat out 3 or 4 times a week, and I do have entertainment from time to time. We got the Super Bowl party coming up here very, very shortly. And so what we do in my econ is we show you how to take the things that you're going to do anyway. You see, many of you watched the Floyd Mayweather fight. You had your friends and family over. Many of you are going to have a Super Bowl party. Again, have many friends over to your home. For most people in America, that's just a big expense. They do it because they love to have fun, but it's just an expense. But for those of you who are in my econ, We show you how to take your meals and your entertainment and shift that through your business so that you can write off the meals and entertainment as a business deduction. Finally, wages. Many of you have children on the phone, or many of you on the phone have children, and My Econ shows you how to take advantage of having those children and paying them a wage. You see, My Econ knows that you're going to spend money on your children. You're going to spend money on your children because they have back-to-school clothes. You just spent all this money on your children for Christmas. Your children may participate in band and they need band instruments. Maybe they're in sports and they need a football uniform or cheerleading uniform. You're going to spend that money on them anyway. And because you're going to spend that money anyway, My Econ shows you how to hire your child in your business and shift the money that you were going to spend on your child anyway, shift it into the form of a salary. And now that you're paying your child that salary, you're now able to write that off on your taxes. Now, the new law that's coming into effect is doubling the standard deduction, which means this. Let me explain to you what that means. Originally, before the new law was enacted, you were able to pay your child $6,350, and you didn't have to pay any taxes. Your child didn't have to pay any taxes on that money, and you were able to write that off. But ladies and gentlemen, the new tax reform bill has doubled the standard deduction. So you're going to be able to pay your child over $12,000 and still be able to write that off, and your child does not have to pay any taxes on that money. You see, this is a good thing. It's a good thing, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. And minimizing your taxes puts more money back into your pockets. That's called income shifting, and it is our second cash flow stream. Let's take a look at our third cash flow stream, which is generating business income. You see, we don't get started in business just to take the business deductions. The business deductions are just a nice plus, but we want to create a business that allows us to create income, and My Econ has a world-class business system. I like to call it a business in the box. Now, when you become a member of the My Econ family, you receive the Financial Success Membership, and inside of this membership, you receive a lot of resources. The first resource is the income shifting strategy. Now, if you remember in the previous slide, I showed you 5 ways to shift your income. But believe it or not, there are over 475 different ways that you can shift your income. My Econ teaches you strategies on how to shift your income. Then there's the Cash Flow Manager software. You see, the IRS says, yes, you can start a business. Yes, you can write off your car and truck expenses. Yes, you can write off your communications. Yes, you can write off your meals and entertainment. But you must maintain and keep good, proper documentation. And that's what the Cash Flow Manager software is. It's software that's installed on your cell phone, software on your tablet. You can even access it from your computer. And every time you create an expense, you can pull out your phone, take a picture of the receipt, put in a few bits of information, and now you have proper recorded documentation. No longer do you have faded receipts that you're trying to find at the end of the year. My Econ has an awesome piece of software that allows you to stay compliant with the IRS. Then we also include the Identity Theft Protection Plan. Look, identity theft is one of the largest crimes in the world today. You've heard of the Equifax breach. You've heard about Uber being breached. You heard about Target being breached. You see, your identity is floating out there, and you want to protect your identity. Our identity theft protection has a $1 million policy. Should your identity be compromised, there's a $1 million insurance policy that will help you get back on track. We also offer free and discount legal services, and we have our Smart Money Credit System. Listen, this is a do-it-yourself credit repair system. We teach you everything from how to pull your credit, how to read your credit, how to dispute items on your credit report. We even include template letters that you can send to the credit bureaus that will allow them to remove the negative items from your credit report. Man, our smart credit system is one of a kind. And then we have our discount travel and corporate perks. See, if you're going to travel, if you're going to be with this family called My Econ, we've got discount travel at great prices so that you save money every time you decide that you want to travel. Now, all of this comes with your membership. But now, in a business, you also have to have products or services that you're retailing to the general public. And what I want to talk about now is our powerful retail strategy. See, these are products and services that can be retailed to the general public. Products like our ID Defender. Yes, you get it included in your membership, but you can also retail this product to those that are not inside of My Econ. How about our smart money system? You see, you have this included in your membership, but there are many people who are not part of My Econ who want to fix and repair their credit, and now you have a product that you can retail to them. We've got our cash flow manager. Once again, this is included in your membership. But don't you know, there are millions of small businesses all across this country who are not keeping good records. And now you have a product to satisfy that need. We also have travel. Not only can you get discounts on travel, but any of your customers who go through your travel portal, they can receive the same discounts and you get paid when they travel. How about nutrition and healthy beverages? Everybody wants to be healthy, and we've got healthy beverages and nutrition products that allow you to maintain good health and get paid at the same time. And finally, our cash back mall. I know you did a lot of spending this Christmas season, but our cash back mall is awesome. You see, we've got thousands of stores. Stores like Walmart, Home Depot, Macy's, Best Buy. And every time you shop at these stores through your cashback mall, you receive cash back. Ladies and gentlemen, My Econ has an extremely valuable and powerful retail strategy and retail products. Now let's go ahead and talk about our world-class compensation, because not only do you want to know about the products and services, but I know you want to know, how do I get paid? You see, when you come into My Econ, you come in as a marketing director. To get promoted in My Econ, you only have to do one of two things. To be promoted to the rank of EVP or Executive Vice President, you have to either produce $200 of personal sales volume, or talk to two people about income shifting. Show them how to shift their income doing the same thing that they're already doing and putting more money back into their pockets. When those two people decide to get started in My Econ, you're promoted to the position of Executive Vice President. Now, as an Executive Vice President, you now are in position to earn up to 100% of personal sales volume and up to 85% of team sales volume of anything that's sold in your organization. Not only that, every time you personally introduce someone to the income shifting concept and they get started in My Econ, you receive an immediate $35 bonus the very next Friday. And then when they begin to share, people on your team begin to share the My Econ concept, you can receive up to $25 for every person that comes into your organization. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty powerful. That's powerful to get paid to show people how to take the things that they're already doing and be able to shift those expenses through a business and actually put more money in their pockets. It's a win-win situation, but it gets even better. It gets better with this thing called residual income, or I should say unlimited residual income. You see, residual income is the money that you make from activity that you do one time. You did the activity one time and it pays you over and over and over again. Wouldn't it be nice if you went to work one time and got paid over and over and over again? Well, it doesn't work that way quite in corporate America, but it works that way in My Econ, and it even works better. How does it work better? Not only do you get paid for the work that you do, but you also get paid over and over again for the work that people on your team do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you get started in my econ today. You look up 6 months from now, you've got 200 people in your organization. Not 200 people that you've gone out and personally sponsored, but 200 people that you and your team have built. 200 people in your My Econ business would average you a residual income of about $5 per person. That's a $1,000 per month business. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a great, great business. $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, just for introducing people to a concept called income shifting. Well, if you did that, I know that you're going to stick around. And you look up 18 months from now, and you've got an organization of 1,000 people on your team. That's not 1,000 people that you personally sponsored, but 1,000 people that you and your team have brought into this concept called income shifting. With 1,000 people, you're going to average $8 to $10 per person coming into your organization. $10 times 1,000 people is $10,000 each and every month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $120,000 a year. You've just created a six-figure business part-time, showing people how to make better choices with their own money. I don't know of any other industry, any other product, any other service that's better than what we do here at My Econ. Now, I'm excited about this, but I told you that there are some other cash flow streams. So let's take a look at our fourth cash flow stream, which is debt elimination. You see, My Econ is going to show you how to eliminate your debt. Not just lower your debt. We're going to show you how to totally eliminate your debt. And in this example, I'm going to use $1,000 a month as our debt elimination snowball. Now, many of you may be asking, well, where does that $1,000 a month come from? It comes from the first three cash flow streams that we talked about earlier. If you remember, cash flow stream number one was correcting tax withholding, and that usually puts an extra $200 to $500 a month in a person's pocket. Cash flow stream number two was minimizing taxes. Remember, we converted some of our expenses into business deductions, and that can put an extra $200 to $300 a month in a person's pocket. And then cash flow stream number three was income, business income. And business income could be worth thousands of dollars a month. So we're being very conservative here when we say that from those three cash flow streams, we've got an extra $1,000 a month coming into our household. Now, let's take a look at an example. We have a gentleman here that has a car, a Visa card, and a mortgage. He has $17,000 left on his car, and he has a minimum payment of $545. We're going to take that extra $1,000, we're going to add it to the $545, which gives us a new payment of $1,545. We're going to eliminate this $17,000 car note in 12 months versus the 32 months it would have taken us had we applied the minimum payment. Now, at the end of 12 months, we've got $1,545 that used to go to a car that is now paid for. We're going to take that $1,545 and roll it into the next debt. That next debt is Visa. Visa has a balance of $8,000 with a minimum payment of $200 a month. We're going to take the $200, add it to the $1,545, which gives us a new payment of $1,745. We're going to eliminate our Visa in 5 months versus the 78 months it would have taken us had we just applied our minimum payment. Now, at the end of 5 months, we've got $1,745 that used to go to a Visa card that is now paid off. So we're going to take that $1,745 and roll it into our mortgage. We have a $200,000 mortgage with a minimum payment of $1,200 a month. We're going to add the $1,200 to the $1,745, which gives us a new payment of $2,945. We eliminate our mortgage in 68 months versus the 360 months it would have taken had we applied the minimum payment. Now let's take a look at what we've just achieved. We have totally eliminated $225,000 worth of debt in a short 85 months. That's 7 years and 1 month. Now, for many of you, 7 years may seem like a long time, but that's 7 years and 1 month for all of our debt, including a 30-year mortgage. Pretty exciting. But I want to tell you something that was even more shocking and exciting to me, and that was the fact that we had saved ourselves over $352,000 in interest. See, this is what we would have paid in interest if we had just maintained the minimum payment. Now I understand why the borrower is slave to the lender. But also, now that we have eliminated all of our debt, we have created our fourth cash flow stream. You see, now we have $2,945 a month that used to go to debt that is now freed up. And now we can use this money for lifestyle enhancement or investing. Now, lifestyle enhancement sounds real good at this point. However, I told you that we have 5 cash flow streams, not 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that final cash flow stream, which is my favorite. That is investing to build passive income. Now, earlier in this presentation, I told you about residual income. Now, residual income means that you have to work. You see, you had to work one time, and then you got paid over and over and over again. But you had to work with residual income. Passive income is even better. Passive income means that it's money that you make for it without having to work for it. It's your money that's making money. So what we're going to do in this example is we're going to take that $2,945 that we just freed up from paying off all of our debt. We're going to take that money and we're going to start investing. If we invest $2,945 each and every month, that comes to $35,340 a year. That's what we were paying each year towards our debt. Now we can pay that back to ourselves in an investment. And my econ is going to show you where you can get 8, 10, and 12% rates of return. So at 8%, that money would grow to $538,000 in a short 10 years. That's $500,000. But I love compound interest because what compound interest tells us is if we're patient and just wait 5 more additional years for a total of 15 years, that money would grow to $1,019,000. Now, I want you to just think about it just for a moment. We have just now become a cash millionaire with no debt. See, our house was paid off, all of our cars, all of our credit cards, everything's paid off, and we have $1 million cash in our investment. Baby, life is good. It is good, it is good, it is good. And what you need to understand at this point of the presentation is that we did all of this using strategies. Remember, I told you you need cash flow and strategies. And you've just witnessed 5 different strategies that we use to create millionaires. I want you to sink that into your head just for a moment because I'm excited. When I saw this, I was on the edge of my seat and I said, listen, if this is true, I need to get started. I want to do this because it makes so much sense to me. So I want to now talk about how you get started, just like I got started. You see, when you get started with my econ, we're going to give you a personalized website. And with that website, you get a world-class business system. Now, don't take the term world-class business system lightly. You see, our world-class business system means that you don't have any products to ship. You don't have any inventory to put in your garage. We've got a warehouse that takes care of all of that for you. You don't have to worry about shipping. We got that. We take care of that for you. You don't have to worry about customer service. We've got customer service reps that will handle all of your customers' concerns and questions. You don't even have to worry about accounting and how people get paid. We take care of all of that for you. All you have to do is get started. Get started, and we take care of all of the back end for you. And when you get started, you also receive the Financial Success Membership. Now, why am I bringing up the Financial Success Membership again? Because it is so awesome. It is so value-packed. And if you forgot what was included inside of the Financial Success Membership, let me now reiterate what's involved. You get the income shifting strategies. Remember, there's over 475 different ways that you can shift your income. You want to learn how to shift your income. You also receive the cash flow management software. We want to make sure that we are compliant with the IRS. The cash flow software allows us to do that. You receive the identity theft protection. People don't break into your homes to steal flat screens off your wall anymore. They take your identity and go buy what they want. We want to protect your identity. You get the free and discount legal services. When your money starts getting better, you're going to be making different type of financial transactions and decisions that require attorneys. You want to get free and discount legal services. How about that smart money credit system? Man, we're going to teach you how to fix and repair your credit. Pretty awesome. And then the discount travel and corporate perks. As a millionaire, you're going to do some traveling. I promise you will do that. You're going to do some traveling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I got started, it wasn't at the price that I'm going to share with you tonight. When I got started, I started at full price. I started at full price. And when I got started for $179.95. But I want to tell you that $179.95 was well worth it. I have cash flowed hundreds of thousands of dollars since I got started in my econ. I do not regret not one day spending $179 to get started in my econ. But you're in luck tonight because it's not $179 tonight. It's not even $100 tonight. Tonight we have a Christmas special that has been extended to you. Tonight, when you decide to get started, you can get started for the enrollment cost of $9.95. You heard me right, $9.95. I hope you didn't fall off the couch or fall off the chair because that is the price. That is the Christmas special that my econ is offering you tonight. $9.95 for enrollment, and then 30 days later, you will be billed $34.95 per month. That's right. For less than $10, you can check out everything that I'm telling you here tonight. For less than $10, you get 30 days to test it out. And if everything that I said tonight isn't true, you can cancel within that 30 days. But ladies and gentlemen, you won't see that price ever again. $9.95 for enrollment, $34.95 per month when you get started. And when you spend that $9.95 for enrollment and that $34.95, you get tax deductions. You see, that's a tax deductible expense because you have just started a business inside of this company called My Econ. So here's what I want to do. I know if you're like me, this made a lot of sense. And if it made a lot of sense, it means that you are going to take action tonight and get started for less than $10. Less than $10, you've got 30 days to test out everything that you saw here tonight. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, and I want you to let them know, I want to start income shifting tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week. I want to start income shifting tonight. I want to be able to take all of my ordinary expenses, all of the things that I'm spending money on anyway, and I want to be able to position myself so I can run those expenses through a business which allows me to lower my tax liability. See, I don't want to wait on the tax reform bill. In fact, the tax reform bill is designated for business owners. I want to start being a part of the haves and not the have-nots. I've been a part of the have-nots for far too long. Let's get into being the haves. And my econ will take you every step of the way to show you how to take the strategies, combine it with the income that you already have, and become a cash millionaire. So if you're like me, get excited, get started. It's only $9.95 to test it out tonight. So let the person know that you are ready to get started.